said that!
No, you didn't. You did not. I did not hear audience hall come out of his mouth.
You're deaf.
No, you. You head to the audience hall and... Hold on, I need to...
I said that.
Jordan, shut your mouth before I mute you. Upon entering the audience hall, you find that there's nobody in here, not even a soul. No guards, no commoners, nobody. So, where is your next idea? The throne room is going to be... The throne room is going to be in the more central area of the castle, separate from a lot of the more accessible places in the castle. Do you wish to go there? Alrighty then. As you begin to approach the actual throne room, there are guards standing outside of the gates, or not the gates, the doors to the room. When you start to approach, they hold their pole arms out in front of the door, blocking your entry. State your purpose. On what grounds? Give me a persuasion check. Frig.
This is a small thing of mushrooms. What?
For the sake of this, I'm not going to make this any longer than it has to, but just so you know, first roll of the night for a d20 for me is a 20. The guard you were speaking to squints at you and looks you over. He motions to his buddy on the opposite side of the door. They both move their pole arms. You may proceed.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's an insight check. Yeah.
You needed him to pass.
You enter the room, and all of a sudden, a lot of the guards just sort of turn focus on you, like, who the hell? As you see the regent on high, who is sitting at the base of the big throne, you know, in the smaller chair. Just sort of looks up from the book she's reading. Oh, Miss Cinder. Oh no, I wasn't expecting you. She's not even paying attention to you as she is sort of scrambling, like, oh, lords, why? Jordan, please mute your mic.
I mean, I'm probably coming in soon, but okay.
We don't need to hear you doing whatever you're doing with that pot, my guy. I know it's filling it with water, it's me being... Anyway. She, sets her book down in her seat and approaches you. Well, to what do I owe the acquaintance? She pinches the bridge of her nose. Oh, Lord, not this again. Are you aware of the risks that come with this procedure? I don't think you are quite aware. Perchance, do you know what happens during this experiment? Did she enlighten you at all? Would you like a little bit of insight before you throw yourself at this? She is standing about 8 feet away from you. Is that... Did you actually just say that? Did Cinder actually just say, well, how bad would Cinder be feeling the effects? Well, to put it simply, you're going to be infected with vampirism. Normally, vampirism is curable with, few blessings here and there and some righteous intervention, but her breed is not normal. She is a particular strain that isn't curable. It's not treatable. The only way to do it is to reverse its effects, but you can never truly get rid of it. It's like when... Best example I can give is chickenpox. Except, you have those constant effects of being one of them that is never able to go away. And then on top of this, if whatever she is planning on doing fails, you are stuck with this more than likely for the rest of your unnatural life. Because yes, you will become immortal, but you also gain all of the side effects, such as mood swings, the thirst for blood of the innocent, or anybody, really. And if this does even work, you still will not be rid of these effects. They will just be cravings rather than necessities. Did she just flip-flop on this entirely? Hey Chelsea, what you doing? Why don't we do that real quick, shall we? Let's find out. Give me a sleight of hand check with disadvantage. Oh, come on. Come on, really? It's a 6. It's a sleight of hand check, huh? You're fine. With your own things, it doesn't take that long, but moving quickly is agonizing. As every single time you accidentally take a sharp turn, your entire brain sort of just... It feels like your brain has swollen and it is grinding against your skull. As you turn. It is not a pleasant feeling. And the flickering light of the candles in some of these darker rooms is not pleasant. However, after about half an hour, you're able to pack your own things and return back to the dining area and just slump. Not slamming your head on the table, but resting it in sort of a slump fashion. As you just sort of lay onto the table and just groan very quietly, just... Sildara calls down from upstairs. Sylvia, darling, are you okay? I mean, that can be arranged. She comes down and looks over the balcony. But that's the coward's way out. I didn't take you for a coward. I mean, is there anything wrong with taking concern for somebody? She begins to come down the stairs. What? I just do not understand why you're being so aggressive. You're not in any shape to even put up a fight. What principle?
The martyr's parable. I might not be able to fight, but someone else will.
Oh, I see. The bullshit. Nobody likes the bullshit. The only time the bullshit method is good is when it works, and it's not working here, especially when you just sit here and admit it to me. She pulls up a chair and sits down next to you. There are ways I can help you.
But each of them costs a significant amount of coin.
What'd you say, Chelsea?
Am I not muted? Sorry.
Say it again? Yes, besides killing you. I don't want an entire army on my ass simply because I killed an agent of espionage. I don't think that will save my hide any. If anything, they'll resurrect you and scold you for doing such a thing. You know as well as I do, the magic possibilities are endless, including bringing people back from the afterlife. There are ways I can help you, but they will cost you. Your attitude. She slaps you. You know damn well that is not what I meant. She kind of chuckles. Well, you see, I've noticed you are unnecessarily aggressive with most of the people that we party with. Especially for some reason, Alexander. Aren't we all? Listen, I'm not asking you for you to change your entire personality. You are quite humorous at times, and I would be upset to see it go away. All I ask of you is that you be a little bit more kind-hearted. Doesn't have to be as soon as we're done here. Just be a little bit more open to other people and their flaws. Bless you. Hold on, I have to let a spoiled brat in. Hi.
I thought you were
What?
trying to get one to do that to others.
What?
Did you not understand that?
What? Jordan? What, Katie? What? But anyway, you walked into a little bit of an intervention. Didn't mean it to
The
be,
headset
but
died,
hey,
sorry.
we're here.
What I miss?
I don't know. What the fuck did you say?
Oh, I thought you were trying to get another one to do that for others.
I'm so confused. Who the fuck are you talking about?
And I quote, I'm letting a spoiled brat in.
Oh. Again, who the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, let me rephrase it. I thought you were trying to get Sylvia to do that to others.
You just called your own character a spoiled brat. Congratulations, Jordan.
He's a royal, what do you expect?
Not all royals are spoiled brat.
This is a joke I'm gonna make, but I don't want Gabby spazzing.
But anyway. Are those conditions sound? I'm not talking to you. Jacinda suddenly sprints through the wall. What are you talking about? But anyway, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to Sylvia. Are those conditions? A smile breaks across her face. Very well. Just sit back for a second and let me have your head. Just come here. Come here.
Just Sylvia calls in Jojo and just
If Sylvia will cooperate. As you lean your head in, Sylvia takes your head in her hands, and as soon as you feel anything start to happen, Jojo, or Smeagol, slams open the front fucking door and sprints straight upstairs, not paying any mind to what the fuck just happened. Or what is happening, rather.
just two runs in.
Sildara sort of recoils.
Is David there?
Was that the midget?
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I had my thing muted the entire time.
Congratulations.
I'm bad.
I do want to say whatever you've been saying while muted.
I was just mainly laughing and doing little comments throughout the talk.
Like me, but you actually stayed muted. Like I meant to.
But anyway, she snaps her focus back to Sylvia. Alright, well, take two. She places her her four fingers going up the back of your skull and her thumbs on opposite sides of your third eye on your forehead. Now, bear with me, I haven't done this a lot, but... Gabby, do you know what the third eye means? I will fight you.
She might be too short to reach.
She shall be punted like the rest. Anyway, she takes a deep breath and focuses as you start to feel some warmer just warmer bits sort of enter into your skull and wash over you. This soothing sensation just eases your mind and you feel your migraine actually begin to recess. to that of about a mild headache. She lets out her breath. How do you feel? Well, there's only so much I can do against alcohol. Magic might be literal magic, but biology you can't really fix. So next time, don't go so hard on the booze, right?
Look, man, I have my boss here. I got chased in the street.
Listen, I had an encounter with my boss too, and let me tell you, it was strange. I have basically been given a long-term assignment to not even come back. She just gives you a half-ass smile. I don't even know when I get to go home.
Sorry, what was her long-term assignment? My headset died.
I didn't say it.
Oh, what did you say?
She doesn't get to go home. Or she doesn't know when she gets to go home.
Oh. Test the magnet.
She pats your shoulder. See? Not so bad. Now then, let's go pack everybody else's things before anything else can happen. Do you want to go deal with politics? As you start hearing the horseshoes clop against the stonework outside. Then all of a sudden they hit wood and you start feeling the house shake as Jojo turns inside of the house and sprints up the stairs after Smiggle. What have they done? Luckily, neither of us have touched their belongings, so we should be fine. But just for safety, why don't we actually leave for a little while? Who knows what kind of ruckus they're about to get into. Let's go get some coffee. And they fucking leave and just go to... I just hit my hand on my desk!
That's an interesting name of a coffee shop.
Ow.
Let's just say this is not titled Hot Coffee, okay? I'm so glad somebody reacted. If you don't know what I mean by hot coffee, then you're completely okay.
I'm confused.
Oh, nobody knows what I mean by that? Okay, that joke's going over everybody's head and we're going to move on.
Tell us, coward.
I'm just going to say GTA San Andreas.
Oh!
Hot coffee!
You wouldn't. Look up the hot coffee mission for GTA San Andreas.
Do not look up the hot coffee mission for San Andreas! No, Gabby, I'm telling you, this is not something you want to look up. This is something you want to coerce out of Jordan for your own sanity.
You have to find out for yourself.
Hold on. Hot coffee was a mission that was in San Andreas that was cut from the final game, but was left in the game files. When people actually were digging through it, they found it, and found out that it was actually a mission where you got to play a minigame. This minigame was banging a hooker. Because they went for coffee.
Which the mission starts with going for hot coffee.
Hence the name, Hot Coffee. Which
Very
is why I said
poor
this is
choice of
definitely
words,
not
Chelsea.
Hot Coffee. Why was I the only one who knew what I meant by that? I'm so sad.
I played San
didn't either.
Andreas, but I didn't
I forgot
get
all
that
about
'cause
that.
I forgot about it.
Trust me, Gabby, you didn't miss much. Just imagine, like, what was it, 64-bit? 64-bit polygonal characters just doing the dirty and nothing actually being shown. It's just the characters doing the motions.
Basically GTA 5 prostitutes, but 64 polygon. You can look it up.
Back to Cinder. Do you quite understand the predicament you are putting yourself in? Do you still wish to follow through with this procedure? Oh Lord, we're going to have another one. Very well, you have my blessing, and as a note, make sure you sign the waiver. Oh, everything I just parroted to you? Yeah, no, she has it on a piece of paper. I do not want to be held liable for it. As you try to exit, you open the door and slam immediately into Alexander.
Excuse me. Watch that phone for a moment, will you? That was
You
to my
open the
uncle.
door and are starting to sprint through, and all of a sudden you just get stopped. Hun, there are rules for stealth.
And even if you try, you're gonna fail that stealth because my pass is higher than 16.
Wait. Wait, Gabby, I am telling you this right now. You cannot stealth out in the middle of the open. I have
And
said
even
this
if you
multiple
could,
times.
I would still see you through that stealth check. So you're multiple layers of no. But anyways. Oh, hey Cinder. Why are you here?
Is she just being silent? Gabby, mute.
Gabby, you there?
Gabriella. Hello.
So
Yeah,
unless
she's not there.
unless it was on Jordan's end, I'm pretty sure I heard somebody calling for her.
Oh, I'm gonna go back to my noodles. This can go off.
How long you need that for? I've been stirring that. I was just fixing to stir this around a little bit.
It's I got it. You can go back. You can go back.
Oh no, I'm done. We'll stir a little bit. Doing something.
I'm back. You can go back.
Okay. That's good.
I'm actually gonna need more water for that. Don't mind me, the pot I used was too small. So, she runs into Alex, who's like, oh, hi, Cinder. Why are you here? Just confused. Pot I used was too small. Yeah, there she goes. Why is everyone in the kitchen all of a sudden? I need to add some more water.
This is probably the first. We got 3 bottles in here. I'm not.
Welcome back. Did you hear me? You go back to Cinder and Silver and Sylvia?
Just, you know, two people going out to get coffee while somebody is trying to become an actual vampire. Well, Chelsea, are you down for more RPing?
I mean, yeah.
Well, Sildara is coming back to your guys' table with her cup and your cup. She sets hers down and takes a seat opposite you. Well, I don't think we've ever actually had time between just you and me. This is strange.
Conversely, it's a very good bonding moment.
Shut your mouth, Alex!
Wait, so they're bonding that way? Okay.
It's just kind of like JoJo and Smickle, David.
Wait, what?
You see, I've never actually been one for... Would you call it gal time? My upbringing was more professional than a lot of other kids got. I would say professional is different from royal.
At the age of 2, I was inducted into the Order.
At the age of 6 months and 2 days, I was able to cast my first spell. What was it? Prestidigitation! What'd you do? Pinky!
I thought you were going to say lightning bolt.
But, you know what, Sylvia, why don't you... Tell me a bit about yourself. I don't know much about you aside from being a spy from my otherworldly neighbors. I actually have a question. How were you selected?
Well, while she looks for it, Prime, tell me more about yourself. I don't know much about you aside from the fact that you're spying on my party.
Well, you see, when you try to build a bridge, man, you don't give it, like, sand foundation, you give it the stonework.
I'm pretty sure that's more like building a dynamite foundation.
Alright, fine, if we're actually gonna go this way. It's like building with gunpowder. When you're actually, you know, welding the bridge pieces together on the bridge.
You don't use gunpowder. You use slag.
No, you use gunpowder for the TNT analogy you just had. And slag isn't that combustible.
No, what is on this dog's back? An onion peel? Okay then. And you don't combust the slag, you melt it to join the two pieces of metal together. What do you use to melt it? Typically thermite. Or a welder's torch, but sometimes thermite if you need it all done at once.
Alright, mate, I was making an analogy for the TNT joke you made for the foundation. By saying gunpowder and welding the things together on the bridge. But, you know... Get it. Gee! something that actually came in use for once.
For 1,000
Notes!
For
That
1,000
two people have quoted to
Ah!
me saying they have not been taking notes and they should, Jordan and Chelsea.
I used to take notes and you have it.
Uh-huh, and this is me calling you out. Notes.
For 1,000 generations, my family has served the royal guard. Isn't it slavery? No, it's prestigious. Prestigious slavery.
Well, I mean, weren't you of... This is going to sound rather blunt, but weren't you of a group of spawn rather than just by yourself?
We hatched from spider eggs.
They are just lumbering masses of tiny spiders. That they are what are they called from Anthem?
Hive?
Scar?
Scar.
There are just millions upon millions of bugs resembling humanoids, because humans are the most advanced and apex predator on the planet. But anyway, I joke. Continue, Sylvia. I meant within your family. Did you not have any brothers or sisters?
Ah, so indoctrination and slavery.
Shut your
Jedi
fucking
Order.
mouth! Some would call that destiny. And I agree with you.
Some would call that non-productive
That sounds like
parents.
you don't have a choice in the matter. Well, let me give you a little bit of insight on my upbringing, since you shared a bit with me. Well, as you saw in my hometown, it wasn't exactly a well-protected place. Nor was it as big as it is now. We started as a group of 6 families, and we expanded from there. Thank God we were actually able to find a suitable settlement. But when we were laying the framework for all the housing, we had troubles at night with roaming beasts. And a lot of the men were exhausted from the day's work, so they couldn't do much during the night because they were trying to rest. And it fell on a few of us to actually fend off the beasts. I, being of a family of sorcerers and wizards, was actually able to cast my first spell on some of these encounters. However, you know, while miracles happen, so do tragedies. Some people tried to hide this bit of information from me, but when you look at some people, you can obviously tell they're not your family. I don't know what may have happened to them, but my parents are long since dead. Go on, you brat!
Just Sylvia turns and throws a coin at an orphan.
Why did you come back in?
I'm not giving you more coin. Go.
The people who I call mom and dad are not my biological parents, but treat them the same nevertheless.
They're actually goblins I summoned. Muted.
I will murder you. They were actually goblins I summoned. Muting.
I said golems.
Golems. Oh, I think goblins is funnier. Anyway. I mean, You know, we all don't have happy upbringings, but I would say mine is definitely happier than some others. Maybe yours. Yes, I agree. I didn't say get lost, but whatever, that works. Get out of here, you're Brad, I think it was.
Get out of here, you stupid brat!
I didn't say stupid. I didn't call her stupid.
So, can I do something for him? So, versus the waiter who's taking the orders walks up and is like, how are your drinks? Can I get you anything? Sugar cubes. Okay. Um, before I head back, who should I give the receipt to? Joined, check, separate. Well, I'll go get your sugar cubes. You two lovebirds figure out who's gonna wear the pants. He walks away. So the waiter comes back with a cup of sugar that has like the cubes of sugar. And it's like, you two did know this is like the main place new couples go for dates, right? Cause Chelsea's reaction is amazing. Well, here's your sugar. Have you just... Well... well, there's your sugar if you need more. She's right there. Figure out who's giving the check. I'll be back. So how's your professional cock blocking career going, Gabby? With how much she's I don't know. So we're back. I'll link her to it when it gets done. In case I have to, like, in case I have to open up multiple. Who? I received a message. Eh? Gabby. Bib. Can you link or my stream? Danke. Hmm. There.
Uneven voice. Good job.
There, I'm on the mainstream.
Hashtag blame Jordan.
I'll edit it out, or edit it down from here, so it starts here.
But anyway, but no, we break his right hand, if it's his dominant, and then break his left leg. So that way, if he is somehow able to get around on crutches, it will be hell. And then maybe steal his wallet, too.
The best matchmaking service, not combining what you love, but combining what you hate. That wasn't him, that was me.
So, do you want to do the research, or do you want me to? What do we need knives for? We have a stick that doesn't break.
What? What?
I'm just gonna go ahead and make a check in the background. Don't mind me. So we'll go back to Cinder and Alex now.
Are you here, Gabby? So do you remember what I said? For the fourth time. Hey, Cinder, why are you here? Okay.
The guard standing on your right, Alexander. It's exactly your concern.
Thank you for the advice. So, can I hear about this business? I could possibly help.
The same guard leans in. You could go talk to the regent. She was just in there.
Well, Cinder, let's go have a conversation. Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
I can knock you out and carry you. You're very light. Actually, I could just carry you. He picks her up. No. Come
As
on.
you enter the room, there is just... You see the regent returning to her seat. Notice that you and Cinder come in the room, but sees Cinder's ass first. Like, oh lords, what have you done?
Don't worry, Mother. I'm not coming to like defile the throne room. I'm actually just curious what her business was, and she's being sketchy about it.
As she closes her book and sets it back in her seat again. How can you defile something that was never sacred?
Didn't need to know that. Okay, but see, You know that old parable of the sketchier about something, the more interest you bring? She was just the whole textbook of suspicious, so... I'm assuming...
Oh, she was speaking with me momentarily. Oh, is she hiding it from you?
I think I...
Here, stand her up and face me.
I kind of just, like, grab Cinder by the legs and just shift her so she's facing and then set her down gently. Moving my hands back up to her waist and just set her down.
The region starts taking steps closer to center. A second between each step.
Alex does not let go to let her move, it's just hold.
Cinder, darling, do you wish to share what our conversation was about? She is now within 10 feet of you.
I'm pretty sure this could be considered torture, but I also don't want to rip it out of her mind, so continue.
I mean, oh my god, dogs. How can this be torture when she's obviously being so willing in this little experiment?
Oh, experiment?
As she is now within 6 feet. I do believe she was talking to Cassandra about some little pet project.
Cassandra has a couple of those. Is this the one related to making the universal blood
The
tie?
one that has more failures than successes.
I'm gonna kill both of them.
And not only that, she did not heed any warning, as she is now, like, basically right up against Cinder. Did not heed any of my warnings, and is willing to go through with all of this. Without hesitation.
Cinder.
She begins to reach her finger out.
Cinder,
Do you wish to speak of it now?
why do you want to do this? For science?
Just in my head. Since when is Cinder a woman of science?
Okay, I have 3 things to say about that.
Oh wait, no, I have that exact thought can be projected in game. Alex, in the back of your head.
Fair point, Frodo, but we're gonna tune you out for the moment. Just like, beep, hang up.
Just like you, in the back of your head, you hear, "Does this motherfucker just hang up on me? How did he do that?" You now hear a rotary phone, like just going 9, 7, 3, like just various numbers. All of a sudden, you actually hear a ringing in your head.
Just beep. The number you're trying to call is not accessible right now. Please try again.
Motherfucker! Hangs it up. How the fuck?
So a really interesting thing is once I pick up mental magic, I kind of have more control over my mind.
Oh, you did, you bastard!
Oh no, I can't hear you, but you can still hear everything that's going on. Just you can't convey your own sarcasm. Anyways, enjoy the show. So Cinder.
This son of a bitch is lying to me! How dare he? I will mess with him in the most inconvenient way. All of a sudden, everyone just spasms a little bit.
That's odd. Cinder. So, a woman of science, well, this isn't a very scientific procedure. We know this procedure works. We've done it on her. It's
Arm
just she
spasms
wants.
a bit.
Yeah. She just wants to find her own way to do it so she can help others who have already been turned. She's a very old vampire looking for a family she lost a long time ago. Why do you think? Why do you think she's here? The staff that she employs are people she picked up over time and took into her family. She's literally just looking for her family.
Spasm.
She just feels one on spasming occasionally. She's well-intended and well-meaning,
Spasm.
But there's too many risks with this. I mean, if you get bit by another vampire in turn, go ahead by all means, but don't pursue it just for the sake of...
Other arm spasms.
Don't pursue it for the sake of science. The science is already established. It's...
Spasm.
You're curious? What are you curious about?
As you're standing there, all of a sudden your right knee just kind of gives.
You want to stand in the presence of who? There's other ways to do that that don't involve curses and genetic magical
As
curses.
you turn around to face Alexander, you can start to see the glow of a hand to come out from the right side of your head.
Ignore him, he's not happy.
I was
hung
talking
up
about
on
the
him.
Regent, you two.
Oh.
Meaning, Cinder, it's right next to your head.
Like, Cinder, you do know that fiends and angels come from the same ancestor, right? It's not the first time we've had to do business with fiends. We can let them be welcome in our presence. Yes, your genetics are
Fingers
gone.
begin
Let's
to boil,
introduce you
and
to a
she
new
reveals,
thing.
Reveals that her nails are kind of sharp, Cinder. Oh, I'm doing nothing at all. See, I'm not even touching you. Her index finger extends and comes closer to your chest. Just below your collarbone.
Isn't that right above what the heart is? Like, that's an active comment from Alex.
As we have commonly said before, there are hundreds upon thousands of clerics within this city. I imagine this won't do any irreversible damage. And even then, we can just hire somebody. It's fine.
I have an idea of what you're doing, so go ahead.
Okay. So I have actual permission to lay a finger on her.
I mean, it's either going to be an excruciating pain, or she'll build up a tolerance and never have to deal with it again. Cinder, this isn't something that you need consent for.
All of a sudden, her left hand goes firm on your shoulder, Cinder. And it feels like somebody just slapped your back when you had sunburn. You know that sting? That sting. Who knows that sting? I know that sting.
I don't feel pain when I get sunburnt, because I don't really get sunburnt.
Alright, so you know how people describe sunburn as just their skin, it feels like it is roasting?
Mm-hmm.
So, basically holding your hand over a fire for an extended period of time.
Okay, that one I know.
So imagine that, amplified by about 10.
Okay, that destroys your nerves. How do you amplify that?
Because sunburnt skin is actually supposed to be more sensitive than anything else.
Confusing, but okay. So, Mother, aren't there rituals that she could do to be able to not be affected by this kind of thing?
You know what coven she belongs to. We've tried.
Not Cassandra Cinder. She wants to do it
yes, absolutely.
Cassandra can stand by you and not even blink. It's kind of what the whole original ritual did.
Yes, but this is far more fun.
And now you see where the sadism came from.
Sadism? I have no idea what you're talking about. As her nail starts to dig in just above your ribcage.
At least give her a benefit from torturing her like this. Christ.
I do believe our torture chambers are far, far worse than what I'm doing to her now.
Yes, but there's no reason to torture her.
And keeping secrets from royalty is treason.
I'm not okay with that law at all.
So, after all, this is just a form of punishment. Probably the lightest that treason can get. Her finger twists and drags on the right side of your chest for about an inch.
Okay, if you continue like this, I will have to let her go. Do what you were going to do, or stop. I can't just let you torture her, because that was not what I wanted you to do.
Her gaze, which has been fixed on Cinder this entire time, shoots up at Alex. Her index finger drifts away. She lets go of her shoulder. What doesn't move? I mean, what I was going to do was aid you in persuading of this not happening.
I mean, the
Which you seem
easiest,
to be
the
not doing
easiest way to persuade her not to do it is to give her the goal she was going for from that. She wants to be able to stand in your presence without pain, because things allow that
Are
without.
you sure about that? Did she tell you?
Yes, she just did.
I imagine what she's actually searching for is the muting of her own infernal nature.
There's also things for that, but is that what she wants, Cinder?
Her voice all of a sudden becomes very loud in your ear center, as you feel her presence inches from you. After all, I imagine you don't want any deep, dark thoughts creeping out. This'll devil.
From the dark.
And I do believe that muting these characteristics of yours would aid in your goal. It would make it more bearable.
Well, I'll support any decision she makes, I just don't want her deciding to become the definition of a monster.
I do believe that was my entire goal this time, but
Yes, there's alternatives to what she thinks she has to do.
there's also the chance that she'd just be exposed for longer than, what, a week and a half?
That's what I was planning,
Exposure
but she
does build the
seems
tolerance.
excessively interested in getting rid of it as soon as possible. Instead
And
of
haste
tolerance.
does nothing but bring bad judgments. So I offer up this solution instead of whatever chicanery she's trying to get herself into. She gives it time. Time heals all wounds, after all. Then I fail to see a reason for you to seek out a cure for this ailment of yours.
Headset died. Last thing I heard was solution.
Son of a bitch! She gives it time. Time heals all wounds, after all. Then I fail to see a reason for you to seek a cure for your ailment.
You're also around me, and you know how I somewhat glow in the dark? That's her. I just don't bleed it off like she does. She can turn it on. She can turn it off, but she feels like it makes her look more defined.
To be defined is to be royal.
You see what I mean? You'll build up the tolerance when being around me.
Or, an even better solution, her finger comes tracing around your chin, Cinder. Not touching it, but ever so close. Nanometers even. I dare say that she should just grow some spine. After all, you're not. This is the probably worst form, or best form of torture you will ever receive.
Quit trying to seduce my girlfriend, please. And thank you. Get to the point.
This is not torture. This is not that kind of torture. That kind of torture is for the bedroom and certain designated rooms that are...
Apparently, the throne room is one of them, so continue.
She lets out a slight chuckle.
I don't
Returning
want
to
that
the topic at
conversation.
hand. Learn from this situation, little devil. Grow from it. Do not seek magical aid when none is needed. She now takes a step back.
Besides, it's not like Cassandra's going anywhere anytime soon. If you are still adamant and a while time to think about it, she's just gonna be there. You don't have to run into it, because it's not like she's disappearing in a day.
So, my darling child, what brings you here? You don't normally stop in this room without business.
Well, you were in this room, and I was saying goodbye because I'm heading out.
So soon?
Yes, there's a claim. There's a man trying to claim descendancy from father, and I'd like to investigate it.
I want you both to give me an insight check right now.
I'm not on the page.
That sucks, Jordan. You should have been here to begin with.
I'm logging in, hold
Jordan.
on. I'm logging in!
Jordan!
Calm yourself. Yes, that is very accurate from.
I can actually get louder, Gabby.
Advantage, disadvantage, or just normal roll?
Normal roll.
Fuck you. Favor of the gods. 15
This
plus.
is unnecessary.
I don't know what my role is, sue me. And I don't think I'm gonna need it for the rest of this day. Inside, right? So, 19.
Okay, maybe he did.
I have a +4 in insight. I can persuade
Why
people,
does
but
Gabby
people
have a
can
higher
persuade
insight
me.
check than you?
I can persuade people, I don't.
You don't read people?
I can persuade people, but I can't. I can be persuaded in return.
But anyway.
Spaghetti's on!
You see her form actually stiffen at the mention of somebody trying to claim rights from your father, Alex. And you see her demeanor utterly change in that stiffen.
Okay. He just, like, wraps an arm around her shoulder. So she can't run off, but he's shielding her.
Pray tell, who would be trying to claim such a thing?
No, sir! I give all relevant information after mute.
I need another check. Yeah, same check. Cinder, you are terrified.
Go for it.
Now, I should state that the suppressive force in her
What?
has not changed.
I know it's gonna be good.
It's just
gonna
that
shift
she
it off this
looks
pot
more
'cause it's-
imposing now.
Here.
Oh yeah, Cinder, I didn't want to take away from the moment, but that entire situation, you took 3 damage.
Oh!
Alright, Jordan, your ears only.
Just, mother, you are a book.
Do me a favor and cut off external voices from your stream for a moment, so I can actually just tell you this.
Boop. Done. Gabby's just chanting, I wanna know, I wanna know. Yeah, I'm in the blue screen. Okay, sorry. Okay. I I have many doubts because you normally don't get this riled up over that odd claim. Healing hands, just without even saying anything, just. Mother, I'm sorry, but when you talk to people daily, you learn to spot the liars. I'm saying something out of character. I'm not calling you a truther. Well. Okay, babe. Okay. Well, theoretically, yes, because it is also my home. Well, no, by definition it is, because I live here. Oh, gonna disown me because I call you a liar. That's gonna go over well with people. But you want to tell me why you feel it necessary? My dad literally just came in and nodded at me. How about both? Yes! And... Okay, eat corn with your chicken. You need to have a balanced meal, not just meat, or not just a vegetable. You already miss your vitamin D supplements. If you go full vegan, you need vitamin B too. Anyways, but since I'm actively going to investigate and walk into what has already been acknowledged as most likely a death trap, would you like to give me some information that you very obviously seem to have? Or... rude, unnecessary. How long would it take? Is he fully stoned yet? I thought he had a little. We're not gonna worry with that. Anyways, so how long would it take me to recover if I tried to read it out of your mind? 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Last time I tried, you kind of just flicked at me. Mm-hmm. Well, okay, I'll just go seek it out in the death trap. Have a nice day! Keep in mind, if I die, you get stuck ruling, which I know you hate. Persuasion check. This is what I needed favor by the gods on! It is a 12. So 16. Little's better than nothing. Just huge shit-eating grin on his face, like, I knew that was gonna work. I kind of figured aliases are very common. I'm still thinking her last name is an alias. Ah, so... kill him when I see him next, understood. Is it another... We just wanted to make him feel how powerless he is without something, so we let him go after doing something. Oh. capture him and let you rape his mind. Okay, noted. Well, I know what he claims, but no, that is in fact why I was asking you. Okay, so a little less on the capturing and raping of their mind. Just, it's been a while since she's dealt with a smartass who doesn't actually kiss ass, and she's just like, ah! Oh. Just in the back of his mind, it's like Alexander mentally picks up the phone and is like, so more dangerous than the average thief, even though we're going after an average thief. Hangs up. Subarctic, you said? Okay. Just, Alexander's just mentally taking notes as she talks. I mean, if you want to hear my guess, it's probably either a Frost Giant, a Primeval, or whichever dragon resides in the Arctic, I forget. Eh? No, they have a name. They're not just called ice dragons. Oh, white dragons. They're white. Ice. Duh. Thank you. No, I knew the name of it, Prime. I just thought it'd be funny. It's more than I had. Thank you for... Oh. Immortals and their goddamn oaths. I'm gonna end up making ghosts, aren't I? She doesn't die of old age. I don't die of old age. Mortal's a very loose term here, but thank you. But by definition, so was... You know, that one would actually get me smitten, so I'm gonna hold off on the blasphemy. Ah! I forget to shift it! Listen, it's not my fault, it's dumb. There.
Hey Gabby, you want to stream it?
She can't.
Or if we can fix David's echo, it really
I'm gonna
won't be a
work with David over the next week.
Hear that, David? You're getting worked with.
My the echoes coming from me?
Yeah, it's even here now.
Oh, I hear it too.
So then it's not him.
Hold on. I'll just mute people one at a time. But I think it's you, Gabby. Gabby, talk. It's you. It's her.
Fixed, Gabby.
Okay, well...
Be gone from my sight before I change my
Thank you
mind.
for the information. You can't change your mind about giving information, but thank you for the information.
Minds can be erased.
It's also very expensive. Not worth the time. Shall we go, Cinder? Well, thank you for helping me convince her not to step into
She's
the eternal
walking
path
away
of
from you,
darkness.
Jim.
Come on, Cinder.
And
What,
as
Cinder?
you two are leaving, the doors shut, and the guards now stand in front of these doors, and Alex, from the other side of the door, you now hear a clap, followed by screams of agony.
So either she summoned someone from the dungeons... No, that'd be my guess. Anyways. Sorry about that, but... I had to convince you not to decide that vampirism was your new way of life. It has a lot of biting. You only respond to fear for some reason. Trust me, if I tried to convince you not to become a vampire, you would have been like, but it's for science. See?
Frodo, desperate for attention at this point. Maybe it's because you're part demon.
So Alex just kind of like lets the phone back up, just stops ignoring Roto, just turns to Cinder, grabs her by the shoulder and pushes her against the wall. Shall I show you that I can scare you, little one?
That's an intimidation check.
Aww.
Gabby. Insight. You can't write this shit.
Prime, all I'm saying is, it's still a 20. It's still above a 20.
My guy, she critical failed. It doesn't matter what your number is.
High roll versus critical fail.
It doesn't matter what your number is.
So go ahead.
Why am I describing this?
No, I'm talking to Gabby. Go ahead. Is
And we're
that
already
your
breaking
description?
her.
I think that's it. I think that's it.
Well, I don't want to, so come on, Cinder. He just kind of like wraps an arm around her shoulder, just gives her a hug. He's like, come on.
Do we really need to have a talk with Diana? Not Diana. God damn it. Cassandra.
Just they say bye. I'm waiting, thinking about it from Cinder, I would guess, and
Reconvening back at the house after we get back to Sildara and Sylvia. Because this is an ongoing side story.
So Alex
Sildara
clarified
returning
Cinder
to the
without
table.
even using an aura.
Sildara returning to the table with an amused expression on her face, holding her cup of coffee, sits back, lax in her chair. So when do you want to strike? We're going to have to disguise ourselves. Which I think we're both completely capable of doing, right? Oh, this is going to be fun. No, no, no. We don't want him to potentially get an infection. So what we'll do is we will make sure he screams loud enough and spray it before anybody can see us. And it is very perfect because he gets off in an hour.
How did
know where
Sildar
exactly-
gather that information?
Charisma checks.
Does this guy think that the two he thinks is a couple just had one of them come start flirting with him?
My guy, the amount of times that I've seen stories of people being or guys being approached by quote lesbians for them to only get robbed is more often times than you would think. I now just feel fear emanating off of Jordan. So I got it arranged. I know exactly where he's going to be for this little skirmish.
Headset died.
Oh, damn!
What?
Where did you
While I was talking, being like, well, where did Sildar get this information? Did she just walk up to him and this guy thinks that one of the two people from the
So
couple he was talking
conveniently,
to...
when I responded to you, your headset died.
It died
Because
as I was
you
cut
off.
out.
No, I cut you off saying charisma checks.
No, you said charisma checks and I responded. Does this guy think that one of the two just walked up and started flirting with him and that's why he was like, oh, I got off in an hour?
Alright, so let me say this again. The amount of times that I have read or heard stories about people, or guys in particular, getting approached by what are, quote, lesbians, only for them to be robbed is more staggering than you would believe.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
So where's the confusion?
It's not confusion, it's amusement.
So get your best, acting skills in order. We've got a man to rob and break. Now the only question becomes, how do we disguise ourselves? Yes, but I imagine he can remember my face. I mean, as far as he's aware, we're the only two that know where he's going to be. I wonder how women stand in this community. I wonder if it would be a fair fight if I were to be arrested, or if they would go in his favor or mine. Fuck it! I need to let loose. So what are you going to dress up as? Fair enough. Now we wait. Enjoy the coffee for the meantime, even though it's a little cold.
I think you prefer it to hot coffee.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I give you credit for that. So, hour passes, and you and Sildara end up in an alleyway. Sildara is currently cloaked at the beginning of the alleyway where the guy said he's going to be coming in from. And you are disguised as... You are a skinny-ass white boy with blonde hair, standing at about 5'4".
This guy's self doesn't change height.
It can change height barely.
Isn't Sylvia 5'8", 5'6", not 5'8"?
I thought that was with boots. Why don't I actually just go look at this? 5'8". I think I said 5'6".
So Sylvia's the one who's taller.
You can seem 1 foot taller or shorter,
Oh.
so it's fine. 5'4", skinny ass white boy. Looks like he is homeless. Mud and dirt smeared across your chin, cheeks, arms, and your left hand. And instead of actual shoes, you have rags tied around your feet. Classic homeless. And you are just sitting on the ground, sort of wallowing in your own self-pity. Classic. After a few minutes, you see the one guy turn the corner, looking rather confused. Jordan, you voiced this guy.
Yeah, I thought I was meeting some people here. I don't know why they'd pick an alley, but... Have you seen... And he gives a description of the two. It's... oh well. I guess I'll just go then.
Has he taken a step into the alley?
He stepped forward while giving the description, yeah.
As he says he's about to be going, or he'll be going now, he feels a crack of a quarterstaff hit the back of his leg. In particular, his left.
Just... Ah! My leg!
Sylvia, what are you doing? You're just sitting there. Staring at him. As he's recoiling from the pain, he gets another crack of a quarterstaff over the back of his head.
Just down. Like a bag of rocks, just...
You know, I was expecting some help.
So it's... You'd think Sylvia's the one with the bloodlust, but God, it's actually still Laura.
You claim all this time you want to go hurt people, and yet you sit here and make me do all the work? Granted, it's much fun actually abusing some poor fellow, but you know, I figured you would want in on this a little bit. As you see this man's leg jump up from another hit of the quarterstaff.
So just... deluded, drunk... So, from deluded, drunk sounding, cause like groggy sounding voice. Ah, so she's the one who wears the pants in the relationship. Mm.
It really doesn't matter. Yeah, no, this is all shits and giggles. We're not actually killing a man. Sildara is now repeatedly hitting this man's leg over and over again, trying to break the fucking femur.
You'd think a femur would be easier to break, but when the wooden quarterstaff, it's being a little more resistant than you thought.
Sildara stops her swinging, looks up at Sylvia after that comment. You can't see her, but still. Then you do it. Go ahead.
Even giving orders, man might be right.
Sildara leans over next to the man and starts going through Or not going through, but... just produces a hammer literally from your behind because there is no actual physical description of you carrying any bags.
Just she's a
comes out of
GTA
nowhere.
main character. It pops up in her hand, and people are like, "Where'd you have that?" I've been in the prison system.
As you bring the hammer down and you feel the bone crack as the hammer begins to follow through.
Like, it's not even a crack, it's...
Does that mean it's out of place or it's shattered? What does that mean?
There's a lot of pressure when a bone pops, and it's more a pop than a crack.
I mean, you could feel it give.
Yeah, and some people reported they heard a audible pop. Heat metal on the hammer.
But nevertheless, this man's leg is now shattered as Sildara is trying to get this man's coin purse off of him, but he fell on top of it.
Man is not light. Why has the Stalker attacked me in 3 different missions in a row?
Cause fuck you, that's why.
I'm being punished for my humor by the Stalker. Which one hired him? Sildara or Sylvia?
Sylvia, hammer. Wait, you can't see my hand.
Just Sylvia gets an
Just place
idea
it
in
on
the
the
back
ground,
of her
I'll grab
head. Like, just yeet it in the direction of her voice. I'm sure she'll catch it in time.
As she grabs it, you see it just sort of disappear randomly. Invisibility? Possibly. She now holds down the man's right hand. Just hold still, this will only hurt a lot. She takes the claw side of the hammer, brings it up and straight down onto the man's hand.
Okay, this time there'd be some popping.
And that's a nat 20. That's not only a gash, but there is actual hand bone popping out. After seeing how devastating that first strike was, she immediately hands now the blood dripping hammer back to Sylvia. She can actually see it because of the blood dripping off of it. Here you are. That's a little bit farther than I wish to have gone. Now then, we've robbed him, we've broken his dominant hand and his left leg. Shall we leave? She grabs the dude by the back of the head. Which, by the way, now she's completely visible. I just realized. Because she actually would have done damage to this man.
Yeah, she would have actually been visible as soon as you hit him with the quarterstaff.
Anyway.
Yep.
Anyway, moving on. She grabs the back of she grabs the back of his head and lifts it up without being able to see either of them. Are you going to speak of this?
Man's unconscious. I said that of him.
He has been talking multiple times during this entire encounter.
I talked once.
Dominant, wears pants.
No, one of those was
No
a joke
wonder
I
she's a
made.
dom. What?
One of those was a joke I made.
Okay.
Like, the one time I mentioned sleepy, groggy voice was the joke I had him make, but one of those was actually like, okay, maybe my jokes are accurate.
Well, getting no response, she just kind of drops his head. Good. Well then, I sort of need to wash myself off. Prestidigitation, blood and dirt are off her dress and hands. Shall we? I imagine the others are either waiting or on their way. Unless Alex and Sindra have found a bedroom. Is it though? in her house.
Honestly, Gabby, I'm sorry, but fair. The thing Prime fails to realize is he made the character watch.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Which makes the comment all the more funny. Squirm, you fools.
Voyeur. Come on, don't kink shame the poor girl.
Do I want to make this joke? Listen, Gabby, all I'm saying is we don't get mad at Cynthia for wanting her Harley to be revved up, if you get what I'm saying. Those horns ain't for a fucking show, hon. They have purpose. Let's just say Harley Quinn's pigtails have actually been used for the...
Basically, anyone over a certain age who has pigtails has them for that reason.
Fun fact, actually, there is a Batman animated TV show that actually has Harley Quinn saying, and I quote, "Come on, Puddin', do you want to rev up your Harley?"
Yeah.
Wasn't she also in lingerie in that scene? Gabby, you poor sheltered child. You have chosen to hang out with the wrong people to keep your innocence.
For people who want the quote, here's the video.
Dude, are you actually? Hold on. Oh yeah, I forgot she was actually in... I forgot she actually had the hood on.
Just Harley Quinn's Joker's like, the hood stays on during sex.
Oh god, that's great. That's great. Anyway.
Like, you know who Harley Quinn is, right, Gabby?
No, do you actually know who she is? I know you are aware of the villain, Harley Quinn, but do you know her backstory?
Lynn Quinzel, psychologist hired by Arkham, I think it is, tried to diagnose the Joker, ended up falling in love with him, got psychologically manipulated with basically like a cult, became his most loyal, devoted follower, and is basically horny in most of her content, but Joker's always like, you see that door? I'm throwing you out of it now. You see this helicopter bay? Yeet.
What are these sounds I am hearing?
Not from me for once.
What sounds?
Gabby. These sounds were not good to be talking about Harley Quinn getting it on with the Joker. Or am I hearing Jordan's button presses and it sounds exactly like what I thought it sounds like?
No, someone was chewing.
It was Gabby. Hey, at least she ain't a quitter.
Nice one.
Where did pizza come from?
Hey, pick chicken or corner. Go to the fridge 4 times in a row.
I want to go ahead and say this. Gabby has the actual meal plan of a fucking 5-year-old.
Chicken nuggets, pizza.
Corn. The only thing you're missing is mac and cheese and French fries. Oh my God, Gabby, stop!
And she had French fries the other day too, at her
Oh
college.
my God. All of these sounds make me violent. Where's your
Yes.
fruit?
Tomatoes are technically a fruit.
Okay, but tomato sauce is not enough.
Like, how do you eat like this, Gabby, but you still have a relatively small figure? What? Fair.
Bullshit.
No, she walks very, very frequently.
My guy, I walk so much I run the soles out of my shoes before anything else happens. Bullshit.
I'd hazard
There's
a
a
guess
reason I
to
stay
say she
home
walks.
in my off time.
I'd hazard a guess to say Gabby walks like at least 30,000 steps a day, because of
I do
her
that at work.
classes. She does it every single day.
I do that at work.
Yeah, that's how she stays thin, I
Like,
guess.
I'm not kidding you, I have insoles in my shoes and they are basically gone.
Oof.
I had to put in soles for my soles, and those soles are gone. I need to get new ones.
That's not
It's
how
not
that
that sweet.
works.
That's not how that works, Gabby. No. We're getting severely off track. Anyway, did Cinder or Alexander get sidetracked on their way back to the house? I need an answer.
She answered.
I got one. I need another.
Just, Alex was just taking her back to the hotel they had been using, and nothing happens. Yes,
Such a
the
rental
party
home, but
had
I-
been using a rental home. So yes,
Cinder
Gabby,
and-
Alex took Cinder home.
Cinder and Alex, you come into the house with Smiggle just sort of frantically trying to get stuff put together.
Oh, hey, Smiggle, there's no real rush. We don't have to bolt right now. You okay?
I need to get my hands on him.
The target we were given?
My target.
That sounds so sexual, and I am uncomfortable with this.
I'm feeling a little bit of sexual tension there, but Smiggle, I do
That
need
is wrong!
him. I do need him alive. I can let you kill him once first, though, if you want. Like, I need him alive,
Nigga, this
but
house is like, what? Look, once? What?
I need him alive, but I can let you kill him. Like, you can kill him over and over. I just need him to be here alive. Smiggle, I can resurrect the dead. I've done it to Jojo.
Yeah.
I
still gotta find him.
I've done it to find information. So, like, it's... If you have this guy and you need revenge, what better revenge than killing him, than denying him his afterlife, then killing him again, then denying it again. You're limited to 3 times per day, though.
Do we even this moment? Do you know the last sighting he was in?
It was in the report that you snatched out of my hands. If it's there, you know it. If not, nope.
Back of your head, Alex. The question is, did he read it?
Did you read it or did you burn it? If you burnt it, I'm actually gonna strangle you.
I just hold up the files.
Okay.
Not yet. I was gonna start reading on my way out.
Well, just look through it, see if you guys there.
I make sure all my things together, then take a look through the files.
Though, Smiggle, if I might offer you a little incentive to help me catch him alive. If we catch him alive, we need information from him, and the palace has a very wide range of utilities. I'll make sure you get put on the team to draw that information out of him. There's a lot of knives.
Back of your head, Alex. Don't forget the pitchforks. Or the wheels! For those who don't know what I mean by the wheels, have any of you ever heard of the breaking wheel?
Ah, yes. And considering magic's involved, they're not sharp, they're dull and rusty.
Oh, I definitely make sure he suffers. Don't you worry.
So,
And he's got like
alive?
this
Yes?
evil, not exactly evil, but like
Devilish.
yeah, devilish look.
So in exchange for that offer, I have your word you'll help me take him alive?
I'll make you a deal. If he has this katana my master gave me, I'll keep him alive
the
if I get that
katana's yours.
katana.
I don't have much need for a katana. You might have to fight Captain Scorn for it, but I have no interest in it.
Just coming, sprinting, slams the house door open. Katana!
Shoot, like Alex
Wait,
was
what?
leaning on
That's
her.
a joke.
Cinder, you're not stealing Smiggle's katana, I'll buy you one. You can buy yourself one, just, Jesus.
Right about this time, Sildara and Sylvia come back inside. Sildara still carrying her cup.
And Smeagol's reading thoroughly through the thing.
What, Sylvia? Do you ask that to her? Well, you see, listen, just because I am one that is a little bit more professional, that doesn't mean I don't like to keep mementos. We're going to use the coin. The purse is irrelevant. I like the cup. It's nice. You see this handle? She actually shakes the mug, and it kind of just flies off. Shit. I have a handle now.
So, Smiggle, do we have a deal on that? Because I would like your, confirmation. I'm agreeing, you're agreeing, yes? He holds out his hand.
As long as I make him suffer and I get what's mine back.
What are we agreeing to, and who are we making suffer?
I have a target I need to get alive.
I show the picture. This
Smiggle
guy.
wants him dead, so I've made a deal that if we catch him, Smiggle can torture him to his heart's content, because he's probably going to get tortured if he's not willing to give up whatever information I'm being sent after him for.
Oh, he's gonna suffer whether he gives the info or not.
That's his business.
Sildara kind of just gives Sylvia this, what look. Well, So what's our target exactly? Is he our main objective or something else?
He's more of a favor.
He's
What
my
are we
main
doing?
target.
Well, diversion of interest, but conjoined, I suppose. So, anyways, my main objective is investigating. Well, I suppose investigating someone who's claiming to be my brother. Would that be deception from? Because only Cinder knows more of the truth
I'm
than
not
him.
going to lie to you. I did not hear half of it because I was reading something.
Okay, so, well, my objective is investigating someone. Well, I suppose someone who claims to be my brother.
How would that be deception? You're not wrong.
Because he knows.
You're not wrong, Jordan.
Am I getting away
It's
with this because of
persuasion.
half talk? Oh.
It's persuasion because you are telling the truth, just not all of it. Is it that Arthur fellow?
Well, of course it is.
Why are we chasing him? I thought he told us to go there. I don't think he's going to be there.
Yes, I'm not chasing him, I'm chasing the information he has. I need to know if I need to kill him or capture him. I'm currently leaning towards capture.
Because he's family?
No, because he has information that is very vital to me.
She is now going to insight check your ass. For what? What purpose? What are your goals here, Alex? Don't leave us in the dark.
To find out more.
About?
Who he is, so I can capture him and break the information out of him. He
You're
won't be
dodging
willing
around
to
my
give it.
question. What information do you seek?
The information to cure my father. It might cost me my throne, but family before power.
Insight check is pointless! Ooh, he is. Thank you, Gabby. Well, are there any other personal stakes in this adventure?
No one
We have a-
questioning
we
what he
have a
said,
murderous-
okay.
We have a murderous fucking midget, and we have a potentially murderous half-angel. Am I missing anything?
You know genetics are weird, so it's not a half. It could
Don't
be
argue
more, it could be
semantics
less.
with me. I am not in the mood. I am in a good mood. Come on now.
Okay. So, why are you in a good mood after... So how was the date?
Hey Sylvia, you got a reaction to that? I'm waiting for a D20. Or she's not paying attention, I don't know. Oh. Is there about to be a murder? If that guy even survived?
So Chelsea had to make her own Constitution save.
What was that, Chelsea? What was that for?
I was gonna see if I can use tilt up. Give him some more prize down.
That I'm resistant to.
I mean, it's still worth it. Give you a gift of rare.
Alex,
Just-
I know you don't
I'm on
drink,
it-
but how about
just-
some red rum?
No, just the cheesiest joke I could think of coming out of the situation. Sylvia just takes that comment, comes up to Alex, like, as he's talking. You know what? It actually went so well. I want to give you a gift, Alex, for helping us meet. It's a gift of myrrh. Gets up to him and starts stabbing him in the chest. Murder!
So, Chelsea, you cast Chill Touch at me. It just missed. Okay, so is that the? Have I unexpectedly been damned and the wells of the dam are coming to claim me, or does your aim
Mr.
suck?
Mankell, you have 3 seconds to retract your comment before you and your little lovebird over there get zapped.
Why am I being brought into it? I said nothing. I said nothing. I support whatever.
I agree with her. I support your relationship. Go for it.
Hey, Alex, give me a dexterity saving throw. Smiggle, you too, because you're in the way.
I failed.
Ah, crap.
It is.
Oh wait, no,
An
never
11.
mind. Smiggle, you are actually taller than this lightning bolt will be. Never mind, it's fine.
Shorter, you mean?
Or yeah, you're shorter. It's just like as you're rifling through your stuff, trying to get it all organized, just a lightning bolt's gonna shoot over your head. Not even paying attention because your focus is too hard. I was aware of my phrasing way too late. Fucking where is it? I keep forgetting how really naked Sildara is. I look at your guys' pages. I look at your guys' pages of stuff, like of your stats and feats and shit. Sildara has like 8. I will smite all of you. I will make you involved in this check, Gabby.
He magically appears to be the shield.
Hold on. Alright, we're gonna burn 2 sorcery points. Alright, so that is... Oh god. Oh no! I have made a mistake! Alex, how do you fancy, 35?
I live.
How?
I have 44 health.
Oh, your health went up. I am okay. Never mind. It's okay.
Okay. Is that all
As
she
the
does?
The lightning bolt shoots out and just, in particular, catches your portrait. You know what I mean by that?
No.
Your shoulders and your head. Your portrait just straight, cleanly doused in a thorough ray of electrons as it just powers against you. As it fades, your face and your shoulders are left crisp with a little bit of fire on top of your hair.
Okay.
Little sizzle.
I do have a question. As long as your rolling is as long as you don't attack, it's not. You don't have to roll for it, right?
What?
Like as long
Otherwise
as.
it's not doing damage.
Yeah. Okay. So is she done? Does she do anything else?
I expect you to be standing after that.
So as soon as she says that, he misty steps, and with my bonus action, I misty step, and I appear behind her, with the long side of the staff just over her shoulder, with the tip in front of her face, where the spell can't hit her, and I cast Inflict Wounds, and reply. See, normally this would be against you, but I, unlike some people, don't like attacking friends. But next time it will be.
This is gonna be intimidation versus intimidation, motherfucker. Well, you see, King Dumbass, I don't poke fun at people either. Even if the circumstances might call for it.
That's not even intimidation. That's just...
Persuasion, then? Jab?
You're not even trying... You're just making a jab. You're not even trying to convince me of anything. You're not trying to threaten me. You're just replying.
Well, then that's still your intimidation check. This is funny.
Uh... 18.
That doesn't sound right.
12 plus... Nope, 17. I was off by one.
What are you... Did you actually click... I saw you change that proficiency.
I shouldn't have had it. I was looking over my sheet.
Well, she actually wins out in this. Literally by 1 point. No, not 1, 2, 3. I can't math today.
Says she wins, also says I can't math.
My guy, 12 plus 8.
I'm
I cannot
joking.
math today. Continue them.
There's literally no reason to attack people over jokes.
Oh, there's plenty of reason. Especially when both people definitely did ask for it.
No one ever asks for jokes. It's kind of the whole thing.
Quite a few people do, actually. I think you're one of them.
Oh, I actually have to take away a spell slot. Hold on. Heat.
And after all, we're in no danger. Me attacking you does no harm aside from you just being sore for the rest of the day.
Fair enough. Well, if for whatever reason we get attacked and I can't heal other people, you know who to blame. And he just, touches his shoulder and starts healing himself. The burnt Lichtenberg scars across his shoulder and neck and face start fading away as he does that.
God, angels just like to piss on everybody's good moods, don't they? Offers out a fist bump. Sylvia. Oh, what are you doing?
Healing myself. I said it was.
Oh.
18. Like, the reason he didn't respond with another area of effect spell in a turn was he didn't want to hit someone in the room.
Oh, poor Cinder.
This would have been useful knowledge to know, Gabby. As in,
Christ,
have you left the
Gabby.
room, or have you just left the area? You say you're gone all the time and still remain. Saying you're gone doesn't actually mean anything because you typically stay after that. I'm just rolling all the tins.
Now then, aggressions aside, when do we set out?
Oh, that heals me 1 point over, so 1 lost.
The math doesn't add up there, Chief.
9 plus 18 plus 18.
Where's the 9?
That's the health I was left with.
Where is the 18 plus 18?
My 2 rolls.
Which healing spell are you using?
Cure wounds at 2nd level. 1d8 becomes 2d8 at 2nd level. It's 10 plus 8. My spell modifier is 8.
Why don't you put full descriptions? Why do I look at your cure wounds description and it says 1d8 plus 8? Why does it actually have the full spell description?
Because it doesn't matter.
I mean, it does. Everybody else has them.
Like, I haven't changed that in so long, but here you go.
I've said it multiple times, Jordan. This isn't the first time.
As in, you're right. Every time we looked at it, that's what it said. I don't know why you keep arguing with me when we both know what it does.
I've said this multiple times, Jordan. This exact same thing. Why is it this? Why isn't it the full description?
Because it
and you
doesn't
said, oh, okay,
matter.
I'll fix it. And then you never do.
But there you go,
Except for now.
fixed.
Did you answer the question?
Hmm.
When do we set out?
Whenever people are ready, I don't have any kind of rush. You might have to listen to him more than me.
Hopefully it is. Hopefully it is. Sildar goes upstairs to her room and retrieves her things.
Yeah, so unlike some people, we actually put away our shit.
So Sylvia just sort of like, I just sort of like trying to be intimidating, just pushing herself forward at Alex. No, she's just trampling over everybody. Never mind. Just giant Sylvia. So we all pack up? Smiggle, you are without your usual hiding spot. Just so you're aware. So little man is just sort of hoofing it with all this gear on his back, like, God
Yep.
where's a raging bull when you need
Does
one?
most of his gear disappear when Judger's not here?
For the sake of convenience, no.
Any extra weapons I don't use, I'll leave in his box. But considering I pretty much gave up a lot of it to the war, I only have my actual traveling fighting gear.
I hope you guys are ready for a rugged journey through the Arctic. Because while this place is nice, sunny, and habitable, the rest of this place is not. Have I given you guys the map of Aegis? I have. So if y'all want to go to Discord real quick. You're a warmth ring, Debbie. So you guys are on the top left corner of this map. You need to go to the bottom right.
Mm-hmm.
And to stem any confusion, Menket, or
Malik.
Melik, I'm brain farting. Melik is actually on this mountain. You guys can avoid that river. Do you wish to go north, south, through the tundra? Around the tundra? It's one for the tundra.
Whatever gets us there faster.
2 through the tundra.
I'm trying to find the map. Hold on, I'm being bad. There we go. He looks at Cinder and is kind of like, perhaps we should go around the tundra for her sake. It's actually very, very cold.
2v2. I'm the deciding factor. I don't like this. Alright, time to roll a d6. Because there's 3 options, really. North above the tundra, through the tundra, south below the tundra. I agree with Alex. We should probably go north of the tundra. I would rather have all of everybody's limbs and extremities rather than potentially lose some to the frostbite.
Not complaining. I might
You're the
change my
only
vote.
one. Well, Alex, since you don't want to go through north or south. Good. Chelsea, how many times have you eaten?
If we go north, we can actually catch the river that bisects the mainland. There's plenty of...
Hold on. We need to yell at Chelsea real quick. Chelsea, how many times have you eaten? Chelsea, if this is the first time you're eating today, I will only eat once tomorrow. That's all you had to say! So now I shall only have 1 meal with snacks. The pact must stay strong. Oh yeah, and you're gonna have Ari on you in a few seconds.
I am streaming! Everyone?
Is she? Is she?
So, like, I can actually, if it would make it easier for us, send a messenger to Sylvette to have a boat be waiting a little in one of the smaller towns higher up the continent, so we can just ride the river down.
If we're already going to be in contact with people at Sylvette, we should probably just make a pit stop.
Yeah, but we can get to Sylvette easier using a boat.
It's not Sylvette, it's Sylvette.
There's an L in there.
There's 2 I's. There is 2 I's.
Do you know how close I had to get to see that eye?
Do you understand how much you need glasses?
No, Prime, that is missing pixels of
Jordan,
gray.
you can also zoom in if you open it in the web browser.
Why would I open it?
You go to the image, you click it, you see View Original, it'll open it in your web browser, and you have a much clearer view of the map.
I didn't say how, I said why.
Why? Because you have a much clearer view of the map.
It's not like it's a... like...
My guy, you just complained about having to get super close to your screen to be able to see that. Don't give me this shit.
Because it looks like an L, I'm just reading it. All the other names are fine.
Thank you, Gabby.
Oh, Civet.
We should honestly see how the weather is faring about halfway there. It's gonna take us a few days to get there anyway.
That's most likely a good idea.
If there's too much activity, we should probably just walk it or get a carriage. After all, it is much harder to control the water than it is the land. I mean, unless you want to be hillbillies and just build a raft.
I would highly
where the river takes
recommend
us.
not building a raft and just using a boat that is pre-built.
And I would highly advise we just wait. Or get a carriage. A carriage would be nice.
Well, that depends on the weather.
I mean, weather for the moment is fine. Why don't we take one to Civet? Cut down on travel time by about a day and a half.
Because the water's quicker than... It's
To
quicker
get
to
into
use...
Civet.
Yes, do you see the river that... like, are they looking at a map?
Yes.
Do you see the river that runs down by Civet? It's quicker if we catch a boat and take it down than using a carriage. Carriages are ungodly slow.
You're also not one for taking the scenery, are you?
No, I don't particularly care what the scenery looks like on the way there. Especially considering I've seen it 1,000 times.
You have the rest of us.
If you want to
I
take a
am not
tour of the
sightseeing.
continent, you can. There's two... Why do you want to sightsee?
I don't want to sightsee, but at the same time I don't want to move as fast as possible. Seems a bit hasty.
We're
Seems
in a
like
hurry.
we would be expending a lot of energy to get to somewhere that is going to take a lot more energy to deal with.
You don't expend energy on a boat. You literally just exist. We're not the ones piloting it.
If the weather is fair.
Even if the weather is harsh, you think a crew wants a bunch of inexperienced people piloting their boat? No, they'd throw us off if we tried.
Alex, do you know who you are?
They'd make me heal people, but they still wouldn't want me piloting the ship. Rigging the
they would.
sails.
You would try to anyway.
I'd offer help in any way,
we're
but
all
I'm not a
that
sailor.
dumb, Alex. We all know you would try to help the crew even if they don't need it.
Yes, but I wouldn't get in the way of sailors in the middle of a storm. I have evidence of me not doing this before. What?
Oh, she wasn't in the stream, so Gabby called her attention. By the way, any opinion from anybody else aside from Smiggle, because he gave his, would be nice.
Smeagol is going to take the fastest way no matter what anybody else says. Unless they can convince him to...
Well, I mean, if we want to take the fastest possible route, we can get an airship. Oh, Alex, please don't tell me you forgot about the airships.
Airship?
Smiggle, have you ever heard of a blimp?
Okay, it's been a while since I've been here.
Ships in the water.
Wasn't aware there were airships anymore.
Well, they can't go over the unterraformed areas, but they are definitely faster than any form of travel.
Well, I'm fine with airships.
Meaning the best
What
case scenario
are you
would
doing?
be going either south of the tundra to our east and then being dropped off by the mountains outside of Kaheli, or going all the way around to Savet and hoofing it from there.
Well, if we're using an airship, I'll leave it to everyone to decide. I kind of don't care about airships if something goes wrong.
The issue is that they are pricey.
Pricey?
Like, for us to even get this kind of travel, we're probably looking at in the ballpark of 10,000 for all of us.
Damn.
Well, again, it's
But
your
Smiggle, you
choice.
did say you wanted the fastest way.
I'm fine with a boat, I'm fine with an airship, it's just... I don't want to make that choice for you, because it's not...
Also, if we were to take the airship, we would probably be there by tomorrow's rise.
I will say airships have pretty comfortable beds, oddly enough.
What is happening? Please enlighten us. Has she eaten? Has she actually eaten? She might already be gone. No, I'm asking you because you probably know. Has she eaten today? The snacking, real talk, snacking doesn't matter. Just like how it doesn't matter for you, Gabby, right?
Part of the reason why airships... No. You've had what
No.
today? You had what today? So,
Hey, Gabby, what have you eaten today?
I was under the impression you had eaten, but...
Excuse me.
Hey, Ari. Oh no, I can message her.
Well, she'll be in stream, she'll catch it. Hey, alright, we have a target.
I pretty much go up to Alex, hand him the file, but still hanging on to some pictures. You might want to know about this guy. So I'll let this folder... So, here.
I'll read the file, but it seems like you're very close to him. Well, maybe not close anymore, but were, so any information you have could also help us. And I started reading the file.
Don't get hit by his hammer.
Smiggle, if you want, or David, if you actually want to drop his picture into the campaign 1 text chat, so everybody can see
that's
him.
right.
Smiggle, buddy, I
That's right, I
believe
forgot
that
that.
advice goes for everyone we've ever fought. Don't get hit.
And
Where's my
Smiggle, at the end
phone?
of the day, you're relying on that he is not changed. I imagine you have changed from the last time you have met this fellow.
You have us now. Just
I bumped
cheeky
into him
shitted
a
and
month
grin.
before our journey together.
Mm.
And it's been about 2 months since then.
Yep.
He could have even lost an eye in that time.
He favors hammers.
So he likes to get hammered. Okay, anything else? No, he likes to do the hammering. Let me be correct.
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. All I knew is what he showed me. Apparently, he had hidden a lot of his skills from the group.
That sounds about right. Do you have any idea if he runs with a crew now or if he's solo?
If he runs with the crew, they'll be dead within the week.
Oh, so he's of the traitor kind.
Lord, do I put in announcements or characters?
D&D, or, Campaign 1 text chat.
Okay. I don't have permission to send them.
What? Excuse?
It says I
Did
don't
you
have
fuck with his
permission.
rolls?
No. I haven't fucked with any roles except for the not safe for work.
Give me a moment, David. I'm gonna fix that real quick. What? What
Do you have to
done?
go stop a car?
Alright, that's not something we can actually just pass up.
Gas coin,
Under
I
any
think.
circumstances. Is she actually on?
This is on Bloodborne. Wait, did she get off? Yeah, no, she's on Bloodborne.
She's not?
She is on Bloodborne.
Bullshit. Just saying.
Oops.
David, I'm trying to figure out where you would not be able to, send messages.
Which channel is it sending it in? I'll fix it in a moment. I actually know how to.
I mean, I'm checking every single roll, Jordan.
If it shows the whole thing.
Oh, you just want me to do it?
It's saying I have no, yeah, you probably would have to.
No, text David, that's the wrong channel. Campaign 1 text chat. But I don't know why I can't interact with that channel either.
Oh, I see it now.
Oh, I see. Okay. That's a big fucking hammer.
I'm back. Hello. The thing
Welcome
about
back.
it is that it's permissive. So if he...
Jordan,
Oh, I already did it.
he was putting it in the wrong chat. 2, already fixed it.
Okay.
But yeah, no, that's a big hammer.
It looks like the Kirk hammer.
All I
That's
can
nice.
imagine is, that's it, I'm getting me mallet.
Just middle of the fight, he pops the hammer part of his hammer off, and it's just a blade.
I'm just looking. How do you know that was one of his things back then?
Wait, what do you mean?
This is all jokes here.
Yeah, I'm going along with it.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, when people came onto the hideout, he's like, that's it, I'm getting my hammer.
What I'm confused about with this fellow is that he doesn't look like the type that can kill without remorse.
I mean, isn't that the type that does it? Isn't it the one that you think can't kill without remorse that is the one that typically does it?
No. Let me see that file real quick, Smiggle.
Uh,
I hand it over while I'm still glaring at the picture.
Flips through some of the papers and pulls out a section, hands the file back. Let's see, history. Oh, there's actually a psych evaluation? What? Gee. You know what? Hold on, I have papers I can actually make these sounds with. Hold on. Pack of paper on the floor. You shall be useful. Thank you. Thank you for beating me to it. Very much appreciated.
You're welcome.
Eh. There. We have props now. Yeah. Let's see. Psych evaluation.
Oh! I keep forgetting to ask. Any of you play Final Fantasy? Well, any others than 15?
Feeling called out here, David.
Sorry. No, it's just the Final Fantasy VII Remake has a demo out right now.
I think I played either 7 or 10, and I didn't like it.
Like, you don't have to, but, if you play the demo, you get a Final Fantasy VII theme for the PlayStation at a certain time.
Neat. So, either the people who interviewed him don't know a damn about the human psyche, or this man is just a complete nut job. Smiggle, you have more experience. Is he a nut job, or is everything I'm reading wrong?
Oh, he had deep pockets in a way. He knew how to get past things.
Oh, so he holds a grudge. That's nice.
He was a Keen's lapdog.
He was what?
A Keen's lapdog, or what's the word for like a the
Right-hand
one?
man?
Well, he wasn't really in the army, but he followed the order of the Keen, like a guard dog, whatnot. But I was trying to be in an insult way with the remark. I just can't think of the word. I know it involves dog, I just don't remember the other
No,
word.
lapdog is what you're thinking of.
Oh, okay.
So does that mean he has some sort of personality disorder, or is he just two-faced?
He'll put he's, in my opinion, like a double agent, or some double spy, or whatever they're called. He'll
So
play one personality.
two-faced.
Once he gets what he needs, he'll show his true colors.
Okay. Well then, before we continue on with reading these papers, are we actually going on board with the airship?
I mean, I'm just waiting for the people to say.
Honestly, I don't know if we can afford that.
10,000? I'm pretty sure we can have scraped together 10,000. Roughly.
So, are you?
Sylvia!
Hmm.
Airship, yay or nay? Rental. Let me see what I have in my pockets.
I don't even have. Oh, that's right. Just a moment.
Listen, if someone can't meet their fee, I'm sure we could all come together to make sure they can. Some of us have more than others.
A fair bit of money in my pockets. It's not enough,
I
but
still have that one JoJo gun for no, not that one. The 472 gold.
Hey, guys. Gabby isn't here to say it, but she has the money. I don't know if she wants to participate in it, but she has it.
Gabby, get back.
Like, we shouldn't make any one person pay the whole fee, but If someone can't cover themselves, I'm sure they could get help from someone.
Smeagol just grabs his money pouch and the pouch with the gold that he was supposed to split with the group and just puts on the table. Here's my contribute.
There's currently a spoiled brat yelling outside my door. Hold on. Hi. What?
All together, I just put down 1,013 gold. And yes, Smeagol wants this guy so bad he's willing to give up his gold.
Well, I can push forward 1,500.
So, the fee for each person, if my math is correct, is 1,667 per person. You said 10,000, right, Sylvia? Sylvia?
There's 5 of us, Jordan.
6?
There's 5. There's 5.
The 6.
If JoJo was here, it would be 6.
He's gonna be here by the time we get there and pop
Do
on
you
the
think
ship.
we're
We'd
ending
have...
in the next 20 minutes?
Maybe. Not so.
No. No. My guy, I have as much time as you guys are willing to give. So, 5.
So the fee's 2,000 per person.
Roughly, it's been a while since I've actually done the research on these things.
Well, I only have 2,044, so I can provide 44 to someone else's fee.
I don't think that'll really be worth it. Like, you should keep some pocket change just in case if we need to buy a hotel.
What is going on? Are we short of money? Do you need me to pay for something? 'Cause I can.
What?
I have no gold with me that I know what to do with.
Yeah, but no one knows that.
No, everybody knows that.
This is in your telling them.
Oh, I thought you were being out of character.
Well, we need 10k to get an airship if people want to get there quickly.
Yeah!
Okay, I can give you 10k.
Or we could take the boat and take up less, but it would take more time.
How much more time?
Roughly about twice the amount of time of the airship.
About 3 days?
Actually, to get there is going to take about as much time as it, or twice as much time as it would be to take the airship.
Okay, no, my main concern is can we be shot up from the sky in an airship?
I mean, we can, but
We
there
could
should
be
no...
sunk
We-
in the boat.
Can, but this is the sovereign territory of the airship. Like, the airship is within its own country's airspace. No one's going to shoot
More
down
than
their
likely,
own
unless
ship.
it's raiders, we're not going to be attacked.
So let's take the airship. Sure, no problem. Like, yeah, everyone's happy. I can pay for it.
I am not completely comfortable with you paying for everybody.
Oh, perish.
I mean, we're going to be about 1,000 feet in the air. I mean, you can just push me. Boom, perish.
Wait a minute.
Why are you like this?
That makes me wonder.
What are you doing?
If I spent enough time just precipitating sheet after sheet after sheet and just kept connecting it with mending, Could I prestidigitate a parachute?
Mending
Exactly.
implies that the thing was broken.
Okay, so I'm gonna
hear
cut
an
two
echo.
slices and then mend them together.
Indeed.
No, Jordan, it would have to be one big-ass sheet of paper, and you can't fit a big-ass sheet of paper in your hand.
Fold
Gabby,
it.
I think you're echoing again.
Jordan, like, the only way for you to do it is if for you to, somehow fold the paper 6 or 7 times. And fun fact, the only way for you to be able to fold a paper 7 times is for it to be as big enough as a hanger in an aircraft field.
Exactly, so if
How
I
do I
fold
know
it 5
this?
times.
Mythbusters.
So if I fold it 5 times, as it's being created, and then unfold it, it'll be a parachute.
No.
Coward just doesn't want to let me have a parachute.
Coward, make it yourself without magic.
To tie someone up with it.
Gabby is very
How about
flustered by
this? How about this? If we start falling, we just grab onto Alex and he can fly us to safety.
Theoretically, I
And
can...
Pretty sure
Smeagol
we
is
would
being
all plummet
sarcastic
to our
with the
death.
Mac.
Okay, so I could carry 3 people for a slow descent, and mage hand you. The Minotaur's doomed. But I felt like he'd survive the fall anyways.
I mean, he survived worse.
Like, we would be descending faster than is comfortable, but survivable.
Faster than is comfortable. Ben, you have a way with words, don't you?
But anyway, we're not worrying about jumping off the bloody ship. We are going to take it. You are not going to pay for all of my fee. I will pay for half of it.
I'm actually slower than an airship. So if I jumped off, I would catch up. So I won't jump off, don't
Why?
worry.
Shut up! Shut up! Is Sildara the only one paying a little bit more?
Well, I'll
Just a moment.
pay. I can cover my whole fee so it doesn't impact you as much. I just have 44 gold left afterwards.
What's yours is mine, what is yours, all that, yeah?
I opened my personal patch, take some, put in the other, and just push that forward. Pretty much given 513.
513.
Keeping the
So-
other 500 on me, just in case we
15,
need it.
13. Jordan, are you actually paying full price for you?
Is Cinder stopping him?
Yes, you dumbass, she said. Mine is yours, what's yours is mine.
Fine, I'll pay half. Well, do you just want to pay the whole thing?
So, the total you're subtracting from your total funds, Gabby, is 7487. However, with Cinder buying, she gets to barter for a lower price. This is a charisma check. Persuasion, to be exact.
Hey, Prime, can I argue a way to get her advantage?
I swear to God, if you have her be flirtatious.
No, not necessarily. But,
Not.
so, before they get there, the whole group is like, we don't want to make you lose all your money. You know what? We're gonna make the
Just
demon hot and send her
before
to
we go,
bargain.
Give me one moment.
Just everyone focuses on dressing her up, making her look as cute and hot as possible, and then sends her to bargain for a lower price.
Alright, that requires a separate check.
What check is it from me? If it is from me, or is it a group check?
It would be a group check, but I'm trying to figure out what role it would be.
Performance.
What does the disguise kit go off of?
Man, if she botches this roll, it'll be all for nothing. I hope you
Cinder, you are not participating in this role. You are being done up.
No, like, if she botches
I mean, it might not be for nothing necessarily. I mean, she fills the charisma role, but she still looks great. Alex is just like, yeah, you may have felt the charisma role, but that was not for nothing. Oh, we heard that squeak.
You know what? We will just use the charisma modifier.
Of who?
Everybody who rolls.
Is it going to be highest roll? Is it like with?
It's a group roll. Do you know how group rolls work?
No.
I will tell you later. Anybody who's participating, give me a dice roll.
I still say it would be performance to do well, but
Mate, you
There
are
you
not putting on a show to dress up this girl. You're trying to dress up the girl. If anything, it's going to be a dexterity check. However, I'm making it a charisma check because more people have charisma than they do dex.
in this particular
It's
case,
split down the middle, with more points being in charisma than in dex.
If it's a base charisma versus base dex, more of the party has dex because
No, because Cinder's role is not being accounted for. She is being done up. She is not doing the doing up. She cannot help. So it is split down the middle on who's using dex and who's using charisma. Point by point, there is more charisma than there is dex. Unless Sylvia doesn't participate, then there is definitely more charisma.
Actually, I think even then there's still more dex because I have 5 dex. David has 5 dex. Sylvia has 5 dex.
Versus 5 and... You know what? Fine then. It's a dexterity check. Jordan, you just threw my roll under the bus. Congratulations.
Conversely, David has a 1 in charisma.
Fucking be. I'm waiting for Sylvia's roll.
Jealousy. June. Give us a dex
Have
roll.
you been paying attention? I know you can listen and eat at the same time, Chelsea.
I will be pleased. Now give us a dex roll.
What?
I heard something from Chelsea, but I don't know what it was.
Wah!
Yeah.
Wah! Wah, Luigi! What the? That... I don't know where you have ever heard Waluigi from, but whatever it is not backed by Nintendo, and it is in fact cursed. And for anybody who cares, that is immortalized in a stream forever!
I don't care.
I want to make that a sub sound for a Twitch stream. I don't have a Twitch account, nor do I stream.
Just sub for the I can't do it again.
Yes, you can.
Let me stop laughing. Just whoever's in stream, sub for more Waluigi. I can't do it. Just sub for more. I can't. Sub for more Waluigi.
That's not even close.
Wah!
Why is this killing Gabby? Of all the things.
Just.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna try to find it. I'm gonna try to find it in his stream. Hold on. Okay.
So just Gabby's going. She's just existing, walking in the middle of the night. And all she hears is "Wah!" Weak. You cannot laugh. You are weak. Waluigi. Wow. Just Gabby just going by and just wow.
I found it, but I can't save it because it's still alive. No, I can't because it's still live.
I did it again, so you have two of them, fam.
Did you actually?
So many times. You did at least 3 times.
Is that what the screaming I heard was? If I do not see some grotesque form of Waluigi in D&D characters in the next 4 hours, I will be upset.
Just the pod is flying. The pod is flying away, and they had a secret admirer from a distance. And just as the airship flies away, sadly, wow.
No, I just want a picture of a blobfish, like actually in the skin tone of Waluigi, with the nose and the mustache and the mouth, and the teeth, of course, with the hat. Hold on. No, it is a blobfish with Waluigi's face and his hat. And I want that to be Jordan's profile picture for at least a minute.
No. No, it's not gonna be just for a minute. I'm gonna make everyone put it as their profile picture. I've already done the fish. It's time for fish 2.0.
Oh god. Out of curiosity, do you guys mind if we take a break?
Yeah, we can take a break.
I want to go try to find something to eat.
Have you eaten today?
I have eaten twice, it's just I have not eaten dinner.
Okay.
What time? Yeah, I gotta get some login bonus from Danny.
I'll
So
be back.
again on his for a moment. Be back.
Hiccups. So the stream's gonna go down for a moment because I'm switching games. Gabby. Shadows of the Colossus or Bloodborne?
Bloodborne, can you help me? Cause like I'm on this last centimeter of
So you actually want me to help now?
actually never.
I was not judging you for that being derogatory. It's just you asked me to let you do it on your own, so I was getting confirmation, so I didn't take it from you. Well then, Shadows of the Colossus. Yeah. Well, should I get on Bloodborne to wait for you to continue, or... Shadows of the Colossus.